Greetings everyone. Today I, Vanshika Chopra, am going to give you a makeup tutorial. So today's theme is the evening party makeup. Without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we're going to go in with a toner. My friend right here has a very oily skin, so it's very important to shrink her pores so that she doesn't sweat while her makeup is on. Especially on the T-zone, you should put the toner very gently. It's very, very important to know the skin type of the model before doing their makeup. Alright, next up, even if she has an oily skin, it's very important to hydrate her skin. So we are going in with a moisturizer. You should always moisturize one's face before putting their base. Next up, we are going to make her some eyebrows. So to complement her party evening dress, we are going to go in with smoky eyes. So before that, we are definitely going to make her eyebrows first. I'm taking an angular brush for the purpose and some gel liner. To make perfect eyebrows, you should always go in with the middle arc. Before that, use a spoolie brush and brush out the hair. It gives you a proper base to start with. Alright, take some gel liner and start with the middle of the eyebrow. You need very gentle hands for this purpose. Do not have harsh lines. That gives a very bad impression. And then fill in. You see, I'm not going in the inner part of the eyebrow yet. Brush it out and then go in the inner part. It has to be very light here. If there's any mess created, we'll clean it out with the concealer. Alright, once we are done with this eyebrow, we're going to go in with the next one. We're going to follow the same steps. Start with the middle arc and all the way to the end. You see, I'm making a harsh line here, but it's completely okay if you do so. We're going to have a concealer ready for it. I'm going to take the excess off, brush out into starting, all the way to the middle. And if you think there are any harsh lines, you can always use a spoolie for the purpose. Alright. Once we are done with our eyebrows, we are going to go in with some concealer. I'm taking some concealer on the back of my hand, and with the concealer brush, we are going to go in with her eyebrows again. Now this is a very important and a very sensitive part in makeup. So gently mark the eyebrows. Do not go overboard with the concealer. It'll be very tough to blend later. Then brush it in the downward motion. Okay. Again, we're gonna go in with the other eye now. And brush it downwards. Once you get the hang of the step, it gets very easy eventually. We're going to do the same right here. We'll blend in the concealer later with the base. That's not something to worry about. The concealer must be put perfectly. And if you find a need to make her eyebrows again, if you make a mistake, it's completely fine. I'll do the same here. As we are going to go in with the eyeshadow, I'm going to conceal her eyes completely. I'm using the same brush for this purpose. Now the other eye. Before the model opens her eyes, you want to set this. So we're going to take a compact powder and set it so that there are no harsh crease lines of the concealer. You can use any shade of compact powder for this, really, because you're already going to go in with smoky eyes, so it doesn't really matter what shade you're going in with, but only on the lid of the eye. If you are applying an excessive amount, it's completely okay. We're going to brush it out later. Now we're going to take a gentle brush and brush out the excess of compact powder. Now we're going to go in with the eyeshadow. First I'm taking a nude color, a very light nude color, and I'm going to take a brush for it. And we're going to go in with the eye crease first. We're going to color the whole eye crease, cover the whole eye crease with the same color. Now before starting the eyeshadow, it's very, very important to understand the importance of blending, because that's the key of a perfect eyeshadow and a perfect makeup. You can go in with some more eyeshadow if you find a need to. To give a fruity look, you can also go in with some pink at the edges and in this part. Now with the other eye. So you want to make sure that the inner V's of your eyes are lighter than the outer V's. That gives a better and a more volumed look to your eye. Alright. Once you've covered the eye in this very beautiful nude shade, you want to go in with a darker nude, because black is definitely a lot more easy to blend in with a darker shade than a lighter one. It's completely okay if you put the dark shade on the eyelid. It's going to be hidden with the black eyeshadow. Just under the crease that you've put your nude color on, you want to go in with some dark nude. Right, the other eye now. Be very gentle with your hands, but also at the same time it's very important to blend the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go in with some smoky eyes. I'm using the same gel liner that I used from the eyebrows, and I'm going to go apply the gel liner on the lower eyelid of the eye. Just stretch the eye upwards. That gives you more canvas to draw on. And start in with drawing and putting some black gel liner on the lower eyelid. You want to cover the whole lower eyelid because it's very important that the black covers the most of the part. As we're going with smoky eyes, so it's very important. Now you go up. Do not go that up because we are also going to use some black eyeshadow for the same purpose. Mostly for the blending purpose, in fact. You see the amount of black I'm taking here? Do not go overboard with this. It'll be very tough to blend later. Alright, there you go. Now we're gonna go in with the other eye and do the same. You see I'm covering the whole eyelid, the whole lower eyelid. You want to do the same on the model. Alright, once you're done with this, you want to take a good blending brush that's stiff enough to blend some of this eyeshadow and the gel liner. So you want to go in with gentle hands but a stiff brush, and you want to blend in the nude with the black gel liner very gently and in circular motion. This is the most important step. You all, eyeshadow is nothing without a good blending technique. Always make sure that the model is comfortable in doing what you're doing to her. So just go in with the gentle hands. I know it'll be very tough to blend the gel liner, but it's very important to do so at the same time. You see these sharp lines? We don't want this in the makeup. We need to blend it completely. And also in the outward direction, you don't want to blend this way, because as I said, the inner V of the eye has to be lighter than the outer V. This much is enough. We're going to go in with the blending later with some black eyeshadow. You want to do the same on the other eye. You must be wondering why I didn't put the base first, because you see this eyeshadow that's coming under the eye. We need to clean it up before, because you don't want your base to be black in color. Patience is the key, everyone. You really need to have patience, especially in the case of having a good eyeshadow look to your face. Alright, I think we're done here with the blending of the gel liner. Now you want to go in with some black eyeshadow and cover the gel liner with the eyeshadow. You see what I'm doing here? Now you want to blend the black gel liner with the nude by the help of black eyeshadow. You see that's doing the job here for you guys. If your eye gets a little too dark, it's completely okay to use some nude again, which we are going to do after this. You see, I'm taking this eyeshadow in a winged manner to give an uplifted look to your face. Alright, I'm going to do the same to the other eye. You see the difference between both the eyes? It's very important to know what suits the person and also the look you're going for. I'm going to take the excess off and completely blend it with the nude eyeshadow. Again in the winged manner. I think we're done with dealing in black color anymore. So we're gonna go in with the dark nude that we used, and we're gonna blend in the light nude with the black with the help of dark nude color. As I told you, blending is a very important step. Do not miss it, even if you're lazy. Now you go in with the light nude and a little bit of pink to give it a fruity and a natural look. You see this pink? I'm going to use a little bit of it and I'm going to go above the eye. See this? The same on the other eye. We are going to clean the edges later. It's alright if you make a mess. Now you want to take a Q-tip and some micellar water and you want to clean out the eyes once. You don't want the eyeshadow to be all over the eye. It's going to look very, very dark. So you want to just go in with some micellar water and you're going to clean up the eye. You don't want such harsh lines. We're going to blend it later. Clean cotton pad and just wipe out the micellar water once, and then again take the blending brush and with gentle hands just blend it a little bit. You don't want harsh lines. You see right here. There you go. You're done with the eyeshadow. Now you wanna go in with a damp cotton pad and wipe out the lower eye area. Be very particular about the step because it needs to be done. You don't want your base to be black eye repeat. I'm gonna do one with the other eye. again take a clean cotton pad and wipe out the micellar water. Alright, now we're gonna go in with our base. So I'm using a BB cream for the same purpose and not using a foundation, because here we're going for a classy yet a natural look. We don't want a cake based face, so we're gonna go in with a very light base. Now you want to take some foundation brush and apply the base to the face. Now applying and blending are two different steps, so we're going to take two different measures for it. We won't do the blending with the brush. It's very important to use a beauty blender for this purpose. We're just applying the BB cream here. Be aware of her hair. The process doesn't have to be perfect all the time. The result has to be. Alright, once you've applied it, take a damp beauty blender and blend. Again, I am telling you, blending is the key. Without blending, your makeup is nothing. You see the concealer that we were going to blend, it's already blended. Eyes up. Lips. If you have any dark spots, you can always correct them with the purple corrector. But here she doesn't have any dark spots, nor any big acne. Eyes up. There you go. Don't wipe out the base, just dab it gently, and that's how you do it. Make sure you're using the whole space here. You want the whole face to be covered. Now if you have any excess amount of base on the palm or the wrist, you want to take in and put some base on the neck. You don't want the neck and the face to be of different colors. Only if you have some excess amount. It's no need to put a lot if you're not using foundation. Foundation is for full coverage purposes. This is just semi coverage. It's completely okay if you're not covering the neck. Alright, there we go. Now we are going to conceal her face, but before that we are going to correct it. It's very important to know that correction is more important than concealing. So I'm using this orange color corrector under her eye to hide the eye bags or any dark circles. I'm not taking a huge amount of this product because she doesn't have a lot of eye bags or eye circles, dark circles I mean. Now we're going to go in with some concealer and we'll conceal the correction. Now you see how I'm putting the concealer. You want to put it in the same manner. Some on the starting and on the ending. This way, in the upward direction. This gives an uplifted look to the face. Again, the same thing. There we go. Now again the beauty blender and we're going to blend in. I don't use a concealer brush for this purpose. I find beauty blender handy, a little handier than concealer brush to be precise. If you see any orange marks, make sure you are using plenty of concealer for that purpose. See again. Eyes up. Now we're going to go in with setting the concealer using the same compact powder as before. Eyes up, and you're going to set the eyes. You do not want any eye creases, concealer sharp lines under your eye. So you want to set it properly. Now setting and baking are two different things, and as of now, just avoid baking the face. Do not use excessive amount, that's what I mean. And again, take some brush, clean out the excess. And if needed, blend in the eyelid and the eyeshadow. There you go. After that, I'm going in with some contour. I'm using a contour pencil. And this is to enhance the cheekbones as well as the jawline. So I'm not going in with the huge amount. She already has a structured face. You see, this way. If you have powdered contour, you can do the same with the brush. I'm using a creamy version of it. I know it's not that easy to blend, but it's longer lasting than powder contour. You want to go in with the nose. I'm not going with heavy contouring here. Her nose is already perfect in shape. I'm just giving it, an uplifted bridge. Now you're going to take a contour brush, which is angular in nature, and you want to blend it. Now blending contour has a lot of techniques, out of which only one is correct. Blending it outwards. Do not blend it inwards. You don't want your contour to be on this part of the face. You want it to be just here. And then the jawline. Same here. Look at the way I'm blending this upwards. Same with the jawline. Now to blend in the contour that we put on the nose, you're going to take a very tiny brush. Now you see how I'm doing this. You want to press the contour down, not on the bridge of the face. We are going to blend it later. If it looks a little darker, it's completely fine. You're going to blend it downwards with the brush, this mini in size. Make sure you don't have any sharp lines. After you're done with this, you want to take in some concealer and you want to put it in the middle of the nose, all the way to the tip of it. Take a beauty blender and blend it very gently, and if you have any excess amount of concealer, you can always go up to the forehead. See? This way. You can also blend in the contour while you're at it. And there you go. Maybe take some compact powder if needed. Some just light amount of it. And just brush it out. Also, any oily parts of the face need to be brushed out with some compact powder. The T-zone most importantly. Okay, now we're going to go in with some kajal. I'm using the same gel liner as before and the applicator. Apply some. You want to stretch the eye downwards, and on the waterline you want to put the kajal very gently. You see, I'm not putting in the inner corner because that gives a huge mess later. So you just want to put it outer. And we're going to do the same on the other eye. Alright, now you're going to go in with some more smoky eye, but under the eye. So you want to take a very tiny brush for this purpose, which is very thin in nature. You want to take some black eyeshadow, dab it, and just under the eye, you want to give a smoky effect. And also make sure to join the smokiness with the upper eyelid and the lower part of the eye. You can also smudge the kajal for this purpose, but that will take just a lot of time and a lot of effort. So this is an easier step and a step that makes more sense. The other eye now. See how I'm blending the eyes close? There you go. With the smoky effect under the eye. Now we're gonna go in with some glitter. You always want to highlight a good eye makeup. So I'm using this glitter and a brush to apply it. Taking a small amount. And on the inner V of the eye, I'm going in with some glitter. This is a copper glitter. You can use any, but as we are going with the nude eyeshadow along with black, so it's better if you use a copper and a nuder tone for the same purpose. You can always blend it later. How beautiful that looks on her eyes. Now you want to take a white highlighter, white in color, and you want to take that mini brush and you want to take some white highlighter on it and put some in the inner corner of the eye and blend it with the copper shade. Don't just do it out of the blue. If you have some glitter, then blend it in. If not, then just put a little amount. With a very light, non-stiff brush. Alright. Now we're going to go in with my favorite part, false lashes. I'm using very light lashes because I just don't want her face to look very mature. I'm taking the lash here and some lash glue. You do not want to put a lot of glue. That takes a lot of time to dry and a lot of time to basically be applicated on the eye. I'm taking a very small amount here, and with the help of a tweezer, you want to easily put the eyelash on the waterline of the original eyelash. You see how I'm doing it? And always put it on the outer V of the eye. You see here? I'm using very minimal eyelashes. It's a party, evening party look, so it's going to look better than thick eyelashes. Now you want to go in with the other eyelash. Do the same, put some glue. Tweezer and put the eyelash. This is a very tough and important step, so be very careful with it. If you have the glue somewhere here or there, which it shouldn't be, it's completely fine. Until her eyelashes dry, you want to go into the lipper. So I'm taking this nude lipper, smile, and I'm going to go line it. So for the inner color of the lip, I'm also using the same pencil because this shade is very beautiful. Smile. The first step is to line them. I'm filling the lips that I already lined. You see how beautiful this color is? I'm not going for glossy lips today because we want a classy look here. Alright. Now we go in with some blush. It's very important to give a fruity look to your makeup. So I'm gonna go to the apple of the eye and all the way up I want to put some blush. In case of blush, the more the merrier. Now we're going to go in with some highlighter. So I'm taking the same highlighter that I used from before and a highlighter brush, and I'm going to mix these three highlighters right here, just this way. Dab it a little bit, and I'm going to put on the lower part of the eyebrow, just above the eyeshadow. It's going to highlight the eyes even more and going to give you a very beautiful look. And now I'm going to take a bigger brush, do the same, and put some highlighter right here. Same right here. And just a little bit on the tip of the nose. And on the bridge. And this is my tip and trick. Just put a little bit right here above the lip. It's going to give you an even highlighted look. Do the same on the chin. We're going for a glam makeup look here. Right, here we go. Now we're gonna take off the headband, comb her hair maybe. And some earrings. With this. There we go. We've done the makeup look that complements her dress as well as her heels. Add some volume to her hair. And the final step is some more highlighting. But now we're going to do it on her collarbone. Not using a lot because her collarbones are already very defined. There we go. My friend is ready for evening party.